Hi, I'm Aaron Murch, and I just want to say thank you so much for your interest in the Pocket Business Journal. Matthew and I have worked really hard to bring this product to life. It's a culmination of a lot of the work that we put into Sprint Point over the last few years, building out all these business resources which people can use and download for free. And for those of you who want a more premium feeling and guided experience, we've created the Pocket Business Journal, which you can use to record all your thoughts around the structure of your business and really start to take your business ideas and put them into action. If you're new to Kickstarter, you might be a little bit confused as to how to back the campaign. So the purpose of this video is to just walk you through how to actually back a Kickstarter campaign and what that actually means. So here I am on the actual campaign page. I've got the Pocket Business Journal in front of me, and to the right of the screen I can see some money pledged towards the funding goal. I can see how many backers there are and how long the campaign has left to go. And then there's also a green Back This Project button, and when I click that, it's going to take a second to load and then give me a few options. So the first thing I need to do is select a reward tier, and if you want to pledge without a reward, you absolutely can. We appreciate any support bringing this product to market, but we don't want you to do that. We actually want you to get something for your money. So there's a few different reward tiers you can pledge at. So the first is just a printable PDF, and what this is going to do is give you early access to the PDF version of the Pocket Business Journal. Eventually, we will release this for free on the Sprint Point website like we do all of our other resources. Nothing has changed in that sense. But if you want to get access to the PDF download before anyone else does, you can just back at the printable PDF level for $1 or any amount that you feel you want to pledge towards supporting the campaign. As I continue to scroll down the page, there are a number of different backing options. There's an early bird option created to give you not just the Kickstarter discount, but an even deeper discount on purchasing the Pocket Business Journal. And there are a limited number of these available. Now that said, if you miss out on the early bird option, the main Pocket Business Journal option is unlimited. That's going to be available throughout the campaign and is still a deal compared to the retail price of this product. So we're offering the Pocket Business Journal for 25 Canadian dollars on Kickstarter, and that'll be around 30 when we actually bring it to retail. Each of these pledge tiers tells you what you can expect to get for your money. So it says right down here, includes the Pocket Business Journal PDF and a physical copy of the journal. If you are interested in a more comprehensive kit, we've also put together the New Business Kit, which includes not just the PDF and the Pocket Business Journal itself, but also our brand value cards and our brand colors quick sheet. Now, I like to back every campaign that I'm a part of. I've been doing it for years, since I was in the board game space back in the day of my very first Kickstarter in 2014. The way you back a Kickstarter is after we've landed on this page, we just need to select which reward tier we want to back for. I'm going to back for the New Business Kit, so I will pledge my $54. And I don't really need to add any add-ons to this because the New Business Kit, it comes with the brand colors quick sheet and the brand values cards. If you were representing a larger organization and you wanted to get your multiple copies of some of these add-ons, you might want to add them to your order. But for me, and for I suspect most backers that are interested, just pledging at the New Business Kit level is going to be going to get you everything and going to be fantastic. So great. I've gone ahead and selected the pledge reward that I want. Now, all I have to do is continue to payment. And there's a couple of things to note on here. Kickstarter has some disclaimers. Rewards aren't guaranteed. You're supporting a creative project. Some projects fail to fund. Some projects don't fulfill. And I'll get into the funding side of things in a minute. If we fund, we are definitely going to fulfill. We have a ton of experience bringing products to market from my previous life doing board games. And we've put a ton of planning into bringing the Pocket Business Journal to life. We've already worked with a manufacturer. We've got production samples already in hand, which is what you're seeing here. And we've kind of got everything figured out in terms of printing and landing this project. So the only thing that's going to be up in the air at that point is fulfillment, which I'll circle back to in a minute as well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to payment. And what this is going to do is it's going to ask me to actually create an account or log in. If you're new to Kickstarter, you'll either want to create an account over here or potentially just continue with Facebook. I have found some people are having trouble getting their Facebook connected to Kickstarter. So the easiest, most secure thing to do is probably just create a brand new account through Kickstarter. In my case, I've already got a Kickstarter account, so I'm just going to log in. And I will log in as myself. Got to open up my password manager real quick so that I can get access to my stored login details. And there we go. I'm logging in as me. And now that I am logged in, Kickstarter has some of my payment details saved from the last time I backed a campaign, which was quite a while ago. So I've got my card in already. Great. I have to click a checkbox saying that I understand that rewards and reimbursements aren't guaranteed by either Kickstarter or the creator. And then I'm going to go ahead and pledge. And what is that going to do? Well, I'm going to explain that to you in a moment. So great. I get some confetti. Thank you, Aron Merch. Your $54 pledge brings this project one step closer to becoming a reality. What does that mean? So Kickstarter is an interesting platform. If you've never crowdfunded or never used anything like this before, it's a little different than your standard e-commerce model. When a campaign is launched on Kickstarter, one of the things that campaign creators do is list a funding goal. That's the amount of money we're hoping to collect through the Kickstarter platform. If we reach that funding goal, then your pledge is essentially a pre-order with some asterisks. Assuming everything goes smoothly and we don't run into any like crazy circumstances that we weren't expecting, which we really aren't expecting with this project. Assuming everything goes smoothly, once the campaign funds, at that point your credit card will be charged and you will get your rewards here. If at the end of our 30-day period that we're running this campaign, we don't get a lot of interest and we don't meet our $1,000 goal, well, the campaign gets canceled, no one's cards get charged, and that's kind of the end of it. We all walk away from it. That's great for businesses that are testing out a new market, because it means if you guys signal to us that you're really not interested in this product because we just don't get any interest on the Kickstarter campaign, at that stage, we know not to bring the product to market and not to spend a bunch of money manufacturing it. But if we fund, then we can have some confidence that there's real interest in this product, and that helps us have the confidence we need to bring the product to market. So at that point, you get charged and the product gets produced. If the product doesn't fund, your credit card never gets charged. So that's why if you back today, you're not going to see a transaction on your credit card right away. You're going to have to wait and just be prepared that that's coming when the campaign ends. The other thing we're doing with this campaign that's a little different than some Kickstarter campaigns is we are handling shipping in the Pledge Manager on Shopify after the campaign ends. So just be aware that there will be an additional shipping charge when you actually go to select your fulfillment options at the end of the campaign. And we'll share some more information on that when the time comes around. We're going to work to keep those shipping costs as low as possible. Ideally, flat rate shipping is what we're aiming for with this project. All of the details on shipping, the campaign, fulfillment, risks and challenges, everything I kind of touched on briefly in this video is also covered on the Kickstarter's campaign page. If you scroll down and read through the story on the Kickstarter, you'll find a ton of information about the Pocket Business Journal itself, and also some of the risks and challenges of being on Kickstarter, the details on how we're planning to handle the shipping. So I hope you have found this video impactful and enlightening and helpful if you're new to the platform and have never backed a Kickstarter before. If you have any questions about the campaign, feel free to leave a comment on the Kickstarter itself. Matthew and I will be keeping a close eye on this Kickstarter as the project progresses. And we'll be looking forward to interacting with you guys in the comments and then ultimately funding this project and getting the Pocket Business Journal produced and shipped out to you. thanks very much for watching. I'm Aron Murch, and this is the Pocket Business Journal.